Hello everybody and welcome. Hello everybody and welcome to our session of product life cycle. We welcome you all to our first interactive section. Now let us understand what is product life cycle. As you can see in the very first slide, as a human they take birth, they grow, they grow mature, and then they decline. In the same way, product also travels a certain life cycle. Like first is the introduction stage, second is the growth stage, and then it goes mature, and then finally it declines. Now let us have a certain introduction to PLC. It was first being developed by Professor Tiwari. It is a conceptual representation. It is actually the representation of sales history. As we have observed in the previous slide, it is a graphical representation of the distinct stages which a product faces in the sales history. So in PLC we actually map a product according to its sales and its profit throughout its life history. Now let us come to the definition. According to Philip Kotler, product life cycle is an attempt to recognize distinct stages in the sales history of a product. Okay, so here in the diagram we can see first curve is of sales and second is of profit. Okay, so from one stage, that is introduction stage, you can see a different pattern in the sales and also a different pattern in the profit, which is very different from the decline stage. So these are the different stages, or we can say distinct stages in the life history of the product. Now there are certain observations which I like to share with you. First is that why do we study these different stages? We study these different stages because we need to design strategy, because we need to design promotion, we need to design advertisement, we need to decide upon cost. So we study different stages in marketing. And also the second thing is that a product, it is not necessary that if you have 2-3 markets for a certain product, it will have the same PLC in all the markets. No, the PLC may differ depending upon the market in which you are referring to the product and on the taste of the consumers. Okay, for example, if I speak about cars, if I speak about say Maruti 800. Okay, if you see to the niche segment, it has a different PLC. But if you talk about the core segment, that is another segment of the society. Another segment, say urban segment or urban market segment. Then it has a very different PLC. So this is how a product may differ its PLC in different markets. Now let us see what are the different stages of the product. Now there are 4 stages as defined by Professor Philip Kotler and Professor Tiwari. There are 4 stages. First is the introduction stage. Introduction stage is the stage when the product is just introduced in the market. People do not know about the product, and usually it is such a kind of product to which market is not at all what we can say accustomed to. For example, let us talk about tablet PCs. For tablet PC is in the introduction stage as of now, but before it was launched, the idea of tablet PC was totally unknown to the market. Okay, we were knowing about desktops, we were knowing about laptops, we were knowing about iPhones, but we never knew about tablet PCs. So tablet PC as of now, it is in the introduction stage. Second stage is the growth stage. Growth stage is the stage when the market, or we can say the customers, are totally accustomed with the product. It has reached its message, or it is known well in the market, and hence it has started making sales and profits to the market. So the second stage is the growth stage. For example, laptops. Laptops today are in the growth stage. Third stage is maturity. Maturity comes to the product when it is well known in the market, but it has reached a saturation. Saturation is like that everybody either has the product or some new product has come which has diminished the importance of your first product. So in this way, the product is mature or saturated. For example, desktops. Desktops are now in the maturity stages because of the evolution of tablet PCs and laptops. Last is the decline stage. Decline stage of a product refers to a stage where people are not buying it. People are looking for a different product, maybe due to technology or due to some other forces of the environment. People are not inclined to buy that product. Okay, for example, I should say about Nokia 1600. Nokia 1600 is a model which is in the decline stage. People are no more interested in buying it, and no matter how much promotion or anything is there, or any force of the company is there, people will not buy it. So this is the decline stage. Now let us study these stages in depth. We'll first study about the introduction stage. As you can see in the diagram, it has very slow sales growth. This first stage, which I have highlighted in black, this is the introduction stage. Okay, we can see the sales are growing, but it is very slow. Second is that the profits are in the negative. See, it is a new product. We have launched it. So our aim here is not to earn profit. Our aim here is to first create trials, first make people aware of a product. So we offer a very basic product. We do not go for adding what we can say 5 P's of marketing. No, we do not do it. Here our only aim is to create trials of the product or to make people understand what the product is all about. Okay, so let's see about another features. See, sales is low, cost is high cost per customer. As you can see, the profits are in negative. Now, marketing objective is to create product awareness and trial, and price is cost plus formula. Cost plus formula I have already shared in the sheet. You can see in the comment slide. Okay. Now let us move to the strategy part. Now see, these are the two examples of introduction stage. As I have already said, the tablet PCs and yes, the 3D TVs which are being launched, 3D HD TVs which are recently being launched by Samsung and by other and LG, they are also in introduction stage. Now let us come to the second stage, that is the growth stage. Now you can see in the growth now you can see just after the introduction, the stages which is being marked by a black arrow, that is the growth stage. Okay, what happens here? The sales starts rising. As you have seen in introduction, the sale starts rising, but it is very slow. But in the growth stage, your sales will increase rapidly and profit also grow rapidly. Okay, in introduction stage we were facing a negative profit, but it is the growth stage where profit comes into the picture. Now here what we do, in growth stage we have offered a very basic product, but when it comes to the growth stage we go for a product modification. Okay, here is the time when we add features to the product. Now main features of growth stage, it is to increase the rate of sales, high level of promotional expenditures and product improvement. Now increasing the rate of sales is obvious because it has because we increase channels also in it. Whichever channels is there, in introduction stage we choose our channels very wisely. We are very choosy about the channels, but in the growth stage we have to be extensive with our distribution channel. Second thing is that the promotional expenditure is too high in growth stage, Actually, you must have come across with the promotional schemes. For example, buy two get one free, or 30% discount or 40% discounts. These are all promotional value. These are called brand promotion. Here we can come up with the 4 P's of marketing. We do not apply it. We never apply it with the introduction stage, but here you can apply all the 4 P's of marketing. So obviously, promotion expenditure is there. Advertisement is from the competitive point of view. We are chasing the competition, and here in the growth stage, what our marketing objective is to come before our competitors. We have to be very competitive in this stage. So we do a lot of improvements in our product, and we try to be more and more competitive. Now, what is the main strategy, or we can say marketing strategy? There are 3 marketing strategies which we should keep mainly in mind when our product is in growth stage. First is product improvement. We need to improve product like anything in this when the product is in this segment. We should improve all the features, all the characteristics. We should go and plan perfect promotion, and we should also have a good distributionist. Okay, for example, you can see Surf Excel is now in the growth stage, so it comes daily with some product improvement. It has launched Surf Quick Wash. It has launched Surf for what we can say top door machine. It has launched Surf for front door machines, and etc. It comes for promotions also. It buy Surf and get something free. And distribution center also, you can see how Surf is getting market penetration, how it is increasing its reach from malls to the very next shop which you have beside your home. Surf will be present always there. Okay, so this is what marketers do when a product is in the growth stage. These are some examples. McDonald's is also an example of growth stage. Now, after the growth stage, product comes to a maturity. We have sold our product a lot when it was in growth stage. We have tried all the promotional activities which can be there. We have done tremendous improvement as far as it was possible for our product. But now a time comes when product reaches to a saturation. Okay, so it is the maturity stage. Now you can see in this slide, the crux which is being marked and highlighted is being in the maturity stage. Okay, so what are the main features? The market is saturated, so growth starts decreasing. Sales also starts decreasing. There is a huge competition in the market, and prices are now lowered. And what we do, we minimize the cost of production. Now, what are the main features? What all the idea in maturity stage of a product is, what a marketer should do, he should find new market for a product, because the market has already been saturated. So he should find new market, and also he should think of new uses of a product, and also in the frequency of the product. Okay. So the main strategy when a product reaches maturity stage is expanding the market modification, and product modification. Now these are some maturity stage examples. First is BSNL Mobile. BSNL Mobile has penetrated and had penetrated in the past, but from 2 decades, its sales is declining. As per the year by year, the BSNL is facing a problem in its sales, whereas its market share is getting shared on we can say annually basis to Vodafone Reliance, and Bharti Airtel. So in this way, BSNL is losing its market share. So it is in the maturity stage as of now. Now last stage is decline stage. Okay, in the decline stage, as we can see, profit and sales, they both start declining. In this stage, the profit are not negative as such, but yes, the product doesn't remains so much lucrative, so as to call it as a good lucrative product. Okay, so profit start decreasing, and there is a very less profit. Now, what are the strategies which we can come up with when product is in the decline stage? See, we have to design our strategy depending upon the market. See, if the industry is quite attractive, okay, and you know that today your product is facing a decline, but tomorrow you can still gain profits. So then you can follow a strategy which is called harvest. In harvest, what we do, we try investing in the brands. We try to implement some new technology and come up with a new product. In this way, you harvest the brand, or you can say you milk the brand, and you can make it again interesting for your customer segment. But if you are in such an industry which is unattractive industry, in which you know that there is not much scope, or you are not assured of much profit in the future, so what you should do, you should then adopt divest strategy. Now, what is divest strategy? Divest strategy means dissolving all the assets. So you should dissolve all the assets of that product, and you should try for some other market or some other product. So these are the two strategies which you should adopt in the decline stage. Now this is the summary. This gives us the summary of all the four stages. So in introduction stage, you have to gain awareness. In growth stage, you have to differentiate your product and try to be more competitive. In maturity stage, you have to maintain brand loyalty. You just have to look into your to the loyal customer. You have to build up new markets, but yes, your business mainly comes from the brand loyalty or the loyal customers you have won. In this maturity stage, which kind of promotions or advertisement is there? They are all reminder oriented. You just have to remind the customer of the goodness of your product. And last is the declining stage, in which we have just now discussed. The two best things which we can do is either to harvest or to divest the assets. Now let's come to PLC implications. Where PLC is required, or why does a marketer require PLC? Why do we study PLC? The first application of it is product planning. We can plan a product, like if you are introducing a product into the market, then you can plan that till this time. If it is in the introduction stage, then you will do these things. You can plan actions, or you can plan strategies according to it. Second is product pricing. You can decide upon pricing depending upon the stage of PLC. Third is the advertising decision, because the advertising, as we have already discussed, it differs in all the three stages. Next is sales forecasting. Now, what is sales forecasting? Sales forecasting is an estimate which we calculate about the sales. That we say that n units of the product will be sold in this decade, or X amount of product will be sold in the next decade. So that kind of sales forecasting can also be done keeping PLC in mind. Now, why is sales forecasting so important for us, and why do we need PLC for it? The answer is we need sales forecasting just because we need an idea about costing. Okay, we cannot go on investing on the product. We first need to have an assumption that what will be the sales volume, then what will be the profit we can earn from it, then only we can decide about the cost of the product. So in this way, PLC is quite required for taking decisions. Now, what are the categories of PLCs? we see that there are three categories. First is style, second is fashion, and third is phase. As you can see in the diagram, these three trends depend upon the time. If we see the style, then it lasts for a longer time. It may decline, and then it can again gain the market. So this kind of a pattern of PLC is known as a style. Second is fashion. Fashion, it can remain for a longer time, but it can't remain as long as it remains in the style. Third is the fad. These are such products which come into the market. They gain market. They are very catchy in gaining the attention of the customers. They gain the market, and then they decline very rapidly. So such kind of a product is being put under fad. Okay. Okay, so thank you very much for being in the session. Please feel free to ask for queries. If you have any queries, you can ask. मैंने टॉप किया तो मैं अरे मैंने जल्दी से स्टार्ट ही कर दिया। एक ही आया था।